Wamdo, Skinny Snorlax here. How's it poppin' YouTube? I'm bringing you another Wi-Fi battle, number 5 for me. This is a UU tier. I'm bringing you 6 Pokemon which I like. Cactus Man, Granbull, which you've seen before. Hypno, my special wall. I got a Suicune, Armaldo, Miss Magius. Damn, this is a team. And he's bringing Fortress, Hawlucha, a Thingamajig, an Entei, that thing, and a Noivern. And I'm thinking good team matchup. Although I don't really have anything for his Fortress, and his Entei is really powerful. My Suicune can handle it, and all that shit, blah blah, is going through my head. But I'm thinking this is gonna be a good game. And I'll tell you what, it was. Except I made a lot of misplays, but it don't matter. It was still a good game. And you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. And right off the bat, I didn't know what he was gonna lead with, and I didn't know what I was gonna lead with. So I just went blah blah blah. I'm just gonna throw in a random Pokemon, and hoping he throws in a random Pokemon, and he goes in straight out with his Noivern, and I go with my Miss Magius just for some pace. But I knew he's faster than me, so I really didn't want to stay in. And I'm pretty sure I bring Miss Magius out, bring Hypno in because he's my special wall, thinking I can take pretty much anything he has to throw at me. Hopefully he'll go for a move and miss. Not trying to be a dick, but that would be the best option. And he can go straight for a Hurricane, which, it didn't do that much damage. Oh well, it did more damage than I wanted it to do for a special wall. And right here, he just switches out, knowing I can Toxic it or just do damage to it or whatever. And he knew I couldn't do anything to his too tough to crack Fortress. And I go for the Toxic. Damn, don't know why I didn't see that coming. That's 2 turns now, I haven't done anything. So I switch out, knowing he can pretty much do anything to me on the physical side, but I knew he was just going to go for Spikes or Stealth Rocks or whatever. Yep, Stealth Rocks, look at that. And I go into Waldo the Almaldo. It's shiny. It's not the best set, but I kind of like it. And right here, I realized he can't do jack diddly squat to me. So I'm just going to go Swords Dance, stab him a little, ching, ching, ching. But no, he just goes for a Gyro Wall, and look at that. Pitiful damage. Armaldo's base defense is nothing to be fucked with. And here, he knew he couldn't stay in, and he knew he'd just get hurt by a Swords Dance. He switches out and goes into his Luchasaur, or Lucha, whatever that is. I just go for Aqua Tail. Don't ask me why I have Aqua Tail on it, but it worked. Look at that. Drained its health. Didn't even get to use its Unburden or whatever it has. Damn, it's good. Just one. That's actually just one, too. One Swords Dance, that is. And here he brings in his Entei, and oh my god, this thing was trouble all game. Just watch. It's a lot more powerful than I thought. Obviously, I underestimated it. Didn't think Stone Edge would kill. Also, completely forgot it was super effective. That was my bad. I need a slap on the head for that. And then I bring in my Vaporeon, which I don't know why I named it Vaporeon, but it's my Suicune, my physical wall, knowing I can take anything that has and just hit it back with a Scald and do a lot of damage to it. So he obviously doesn't want to stay in. He switches out into his Electroid. I feel like that's a reference. I really have no idea where that's from. That's got to be a reference. But judging by that damage, I knew I could take it out in 2. So I decided, why not? I'm just going to stay in, knowing he's just going to maybe go for a Thunderbolt, and I thought I could take one of them. Or if he goes for a Volt Switch, I knew I could take a Volt Switch. And I could definitely take a Flamethrower, but I don't think it's going to go for a Flamethrower. And right here, he gets the Intimidate, blah, 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 Volt Switch. I was like, ah. And it does a lot of damage, but not enough to take me out, so it wasn't too bad, and I stayed in. Then I was like, yeah, but now I just have a weakened Vaporeon. That was kind of a useless move. And he goes into his, I'm not even going to try, Whack or Rack Spurt. And I go for that Scald, get the burn, thank goodness. And that'll whittle him down a little bit, because this guy is special and strong and all that shit. And I knew I didn't really have a switch, and I knew Vaporeon can take anything it has, and I have extra sensory on this Vaporeon. Oh, I keep saying Vaporeon even, oh, it doesn't fucking matter. And I go for the extra sensory. It doesn't do the damage I want, but with burn, and it's after Black Sludge, it will whittle it down slowly, and I think it could be a 3-hit KO. And I get the flinch on the first one, so that works. And see, the burn takes it down. And here, I'm just going to stay and keep going for extra sensories, knowing he can't really do much to me, and I can't, excuse me, and I can't really do much to him. And judging by that, I was like, yeah, definitely a 3-hit KO. But right, this next turn, I call me an idiot. I have no idea what I was thinking here. I just go straight for the Roar. and you'll see, and it's just pointless. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking here. And when I knew I could have taken out with an extra sensory or whatever, but I just go for a roar, thinking he'll bring Entei in or something, but Noivern comes in. I was like, dang. I knew that Noivern will take me out, because I'm not very specially defensive. I don't have Calm Mind. Oh, I don't think I have Calm Mind, at least. And I just switch it out, and I go into my special wall, Hypno, knowing that I could take a hit or two from it. And for some reason, I wasn't expecting this move it does. Oh, I forgot about these toxic spikes. I get fucking poisoned, blah, 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 blah. He goes for the switcheroo. And I'm like, damn, I need that lefties recover. And now I have a choice back. And my only special move is Shadow Ball, which, don't ask me why, but I prefer it over Psychic or Foul Play or anything. It's just a good move. And here he sends in his Too Tough to Crack. Damn, I hate Fortress. It's so good. It's not OP, but it's just really good. And I go for the Wish, just thinking maybe I could stay in, get all my health back, but I'm pretty sure he would have taken me out, and that would have been a waste of a Wish. So I switch into my Missy G, my Miss Magius, thinking he's going to go for a Gyro Ball. I was like, yeah, I can definitely live on, but he goes for Spikes, expecting me to switch out. Well, just it's a Fortress. What else are you going to do? Spikes, Gyro Ball, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, like there's really not much you can do with it. And here he knew he didn't want to stay in, because he would have just got annihilated. And he brings in his Wax Spurt, and I just go for a Shadow Ball, knowing Farewell, that's going to do damage, so much damage to anything, because it's a choice specs, and Miss Magius is a beast. If you have never used it, I don't know why not, you're an idiot, you should use it. And here, I knew for sure I could not take it out, so I had to switch out, save my Miss Magius for later, because it's an important part of my team, I really need it. And I just go into my Hypno for some Death Rotting. And with that 42 health, drained down all the way to 18, I knew we couldn't do anything. He expected that. He goes for a Snarl. Never really see Snarl on a anything really, especially that type of Pokemon. I usually have Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Flamethrower, or Overheat, and Substitute on mine. And here I go into my Cactus Man, and I really love that nickname. It's just so basic. It's a cactus, looks like a man. It's a Cactus Man. It just makes sense. And he goes to Too Tough to Crack, and I figured he was going to switch instead of going for a Volt Switch because he predicted my Sucker Punch, but it was the safest play, so I just had to. I didn't want to take any damage, and I wanted to deal as much as I could. And here he brings in his Fortress. Couldn't do anything to it, so I switch into my Missy G, knowing he can't really do much to me. And he's just going for spikes. He's got 3 layers of spikes, 1 layer of toxic spikes, and 1 layer of stealth rocks. And I was just like, really? And I didn't even bring a spinner. Well, I did, Almado, but he got taken out right at the beginning, which kind of sucked. And here, I was impressed by how well Miss Magius took it. I knew it wouldn't kill it, but I figured it would have gone into the red, which it didn't. And that Shadow Ball did so much damage to it. And I'm just like, you know, I'm just going to take it out. I'm going to stay in. I have no reason to leave, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think he wants to switch anything in to get Shadow Ball because nothing can really take it. And here he brings in his Electroid. And I know I didn't really have a switch, but I really didn't want Miss Magius to die, but I had to keep it in because I needed my other Pokemon. And he takes it out, and that goes that's my revenge killer right there. And I go into Cactus Man. And I'm pretty sure he was predicting me not to go for Sucker Punch, but I had to play it safe because I couldn't really switch Cactus Man out and then back in and do all the Stealth Rocks and Spikes damage. And I knew his Sucker Punch would kill, so I just played it safe, went for the Sucker Punch, took it out, drained its health, down, 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 down it went. And I get Life Orb, Poison, and I know I only have enough for 1 more hit. And right here I was like, oh perfect, I can do a lot of damage to this Entei. Because Sucker Punch 80, it's Stab, Life Orb, that won't take it out, but do a lot. I was like, oh fuck! Completely forgot about Extreme Speed. Takes me out, no problem. And that after that, I was just like, yeah, there's not really much I can do now. So I switched into my Gramble just for that Intimidate action. Get all the damage that had to get done. Look at that, it just drains it. I really wish I didn't waste my Almado at the beginning. Should have predicted that Stone Edge the Entei, but it doesn't matter. And he predicted me to go for Earthquake, which is pretty obvious, but I really had no choice because if it stayed in, I would have died, and if I went for like a Play Rough, it wouldn't have killed it. It was my best option, in other words. And here he goes into Noiver, and I actually forgot about it at the time, but it doesn't really matter. So I switch out, knowing I need to keep my Gramble, go into Vaporeon, thinking I can take a hit it has, any hit really, doesn't really make a difference, and get the poison, get all the damage, completely forgot about that, drained my health to the point where I'm like, yeah, it's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me with any move. Check it out, Dragon Pulse does all the damage it needs, except for 6. But then I'm like, yeah, poison will take me out, doesn't matter, I'm dead. Because just the residual damage each turn and switching in, it's just gonna kill me. It just whittles you down bit by bit, way too much, blah blah blah. You know, you probably played, you get it. And here I bring in my Gramble. Didn't want to kill or see my Gramble die, but it was my last Pokemon, I had to, obviously. And this is pretty much game over right here. Get the Intimidate, it's just taking so long. Go for that Flamethrower, and I'm dead. And that's the game. I made a few mistakes there, but it wasn't a bad game. I enjoyed it. I enjoy every game. So, if you enjoyed the game, if you personally enjoyed the game, right, please leave a like, comment, tell me what I did wrong. Just leave a comment, do anything. Share, subscribe, and most of all, peace out.